If you're a gamer who lived through the glory days of gaming, Black Ops 2, NBA 2K16 and 17, Fight Night Champion, GTA San Andreas, and even Fortnite Season 1 and 2. If you lived through the previous era of gaming known as the golden days, then chances are you're not really enjoying the new age of gaming. Developers have become money hungry, and games have lost that nostalgic, creative feel to them. Most of the best franchises in gaming have dumbed down their games, and they constantly cater to the casual player and the next generation of players coming up, leaving most OG gamer fans feeling like gaming is dying, while the next generation doesn't feel that way, splitting the whole community. So today, we're going to take a deep dive in the past, and we're going to revive one of the best series in gaming history, the Def Jam series. What's going on, everybody? It's Waffles here. Make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. And here is reviving the series. Today I'm going to be reviving the Def Jam series by telling you how I would recreate the game in the modern day time. I'm going to be breaking the game down in multiple parts, starting from the story to the character roster and even the soundtrack and gameplay. I'll even be talking about online play, stages, and other things like character creation. So yeah, it's Waffles here. This is reviving the series, and today we're going to be reviving Def Jam. Alright, the name of my Def Jam game will be called Def Jam Generations. It will feature the modern day generation, the 2010s rappers, and it will feature the previous generation, which will be the 2000s rappers. So basically old school versus new school, or old heads versus what they call us, new heads? I don't know what they call us. Rappers like 50 Cent, Ja Rule, and Gucci Mane will be going against rappers like NBA Youngboy, Lil Durk, and Lil Baby. Now with that being said, let's get right into the story. The horrible Def Jam icon, which I wish never existed, will be retconned. We will be skipping over this game, erasing it, acting like it never existed, and we will be continuing the story from Def Jam Fight for New York. The story mode will feature two paths, one path being the path for the new generation, the 2010 rappers, and the other path being for the OGs, the 2000s rappers. So you will play two different paths in the story mode. Starting off with the 2010 side, if you do decide to be the next generation of rappers, the new generation, the story will go a little something like this. With Snoop Dogg gone, D-Mob and his crew have finally taken over and are doing things the right way. He decides to retire and offers you to be the #1 guy in the family. You decline and you give the position to Method Man. When asked what's your next step in life, you decide to leave the city and pursue a new life with your girlfriend. After Snoop Dogg's death, the cops get real hot in New York, so Method Man decides to take the crew to a new city, Chicago. While you're out living a luxury life with your girlfriend, you get a call from Method Man. Method Man tells you that a new, more ruthless crew has came up and they have been giving him lots of trouble and even have killed D-Mob. This ruthless crew is led by none other than 50 Cent, Snoop Dogg's nephew, or Crow if you want to call it. 50 wanted to get revenge on all the old members of the crew by killing D-Mob and killing many members in D-Mob's family, including Redman. By the time you make it to Chicago to help out, most of the crew have been killed off and Method Man is literally standing alone. He is beaten too badly to continue on fighting, so you have to actually rebuild your whole crew starting from scratch using the 2010s rappers. This time your right hand man will be none other than DaBaby. So basically you and DaBaby will have to fight against 50 Cent and his crew, which is a stronger crew than Snoop Dogg's, and yeah, you'll have to fight a revenge match. 50 Cent wanted to kill you and your whole crew because of Snoop Dogg. He wants to get revenge on you, so you'll have to rebuild your whole crew, start from scratch from the bottom just like before, and make your way up to the top. So you want revenge for D-Mob and he wants revenge for Snoop. It'll be a revenge match. Let me know in the comment section below what you think of this side. Now let's get down to the 2000 side. This side will basically be a flip to the story kinda, but it will be more similar to the Def Jam Fight for New York story. And this side of the story, you are the one who actually decides to go to Chicago, and the 2010s rappers, the new generation, are actually running amok and causing chaos. They are much more violent and they don't follow any rules or regulations or any type of street code like D-Mob. So while you are trying to live it up in Chicago, you actually get approached by some Chicago rappers like Lil Durk and Chief Keef. They then press you, beating you up for no reason just because you're on their block, and they almost kill you when 50 Cent actually comes up and saves you. He then takes you back to his hideout where he explains the situation, how the young people have run amok and are being more violent and they don't follow any type of street code. You then tell him about your stories with D-Mob and stuff like that and how you're a legend at your own city in New York, and he asks for your help. You try to tell him that you're retired from all that and you just want to live a good vacation life, but then he talks you into it, so once again, you and 50 Cent have to rebuild your crew using the 2000s rappers. There are a lot of ruthless 2010 rappers that could be the villain of this side of the story, so I kind of narrowed it down to 3. NBA Youngboy, Lil Durk, and Pooh Shiesty. 2 honorable mentions would be Future and DaBaby being like ruthless, beating up multiple people and actually killing somebody in Walmart. So yeah, even though it was self-defense, yeah, that's still kind of crazy, I'm not gonna cap. It's a lot of villains that could be the villain for this side of the story, so let me know in the comment section below who you would pick. So yeah, this side of the story would be more so about taking over the streets, the old school trying to put order, and the young people just going crazy. Actually, you know what? The villain would probably have to be 21 Savage, the 2016 version of him. That guy just looks evil. I'm not gonna lie. 2016 21 Savage just looks pure evil. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. Charleston White will be in the story, and he will be on both sides of the story. If you don't know who Charleston White is, he's basically a community activist who sides with police. He loves police and law enforcement, and he hates rappers. He's kind of like the new age Uncle Ruckus. He's also helped put many rappers in jail, and that will be part of his story and character inside of the Def Jam game, Def Jam Generations. He will be very similar to Officer Tenpenny from Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, a crooked-like cop who really just puts a thorn in your butt throughout the story, threatening you, taking bribes from you, and you know what I'm saying, using that stuff for the community. He will be on social media talking about you, trying to get you to incriminate yourself and put you in jail. He will be putting other rappers in your crew in jail. You'll have to get them out of jail and stuff like that. It'll just be like another part of the story that you have to deal with. Kind of annoying, kind of funny. You know what I'm saying? Something to keep it spiced up and kind of get your mind off the main part of the story. So like certain cliffhangers and plot twists will hit harder because you're kind of dealing with like multiple bosses. Like Charleston White is kind of like the mini boss that you got to deal with too. Now that I'm older, it kind of don't really make sense that the cops didn't get involved in all this illegal fighting and stuff like that. So yeah, Charleston White will be a part of the story. And yes, you will be able to destroy him and kill him or do whatever you want with him at the end. He will get his just due in the story, just like Officer Tenpenny did in San Andreas. Alright, now that we got the basis of the story out the way, let's move on to the character roster. Starting off with the 2000s rappers, the old school side of it, we will have Lil Webby, Rick Ross, Lil Jon, The Game, Yo Gotti, Ja Rule, T-Pain, Bow Wow, Slim Thug, Twista, Nas, Jay-Z, Lil Wayne, Kanye, Boosie, T.I., Eminem, Redman, Method Man, Ludacris, Young Jeezy, Gucci Mane, and of course 50 Cent. I will be including females in this game and they will be playable, so let's get on to them. The 2000s females would include Rihanna, Shawnna, Sierra, Missy Elliott, Nicki Minaj, Mariah Carey, Destiny's Child, J-Lo, and Ashanti. Moving on to the new generation of rappers, we have DaBaby, Travis Scott, 21 Savage, Chief Keef, T Grizzly, Future, NBA Youngboy, Lil Durk, Drake, Young Thug, Cardi B, Playboi Carti, Lil Yachty, The Migos, Pooh Shiesty, Glorilla, J. Cole, Kendrick Lamar, Megan Thee Stallion, Trippie Redd, 6ix9ine, Gunna, Lil Baby, Kodak Black, Lil Uzi, Kevin Gates, Roddy Ricch, Young M.A., and Polo G. DLC for the 2000 rappers would include XXXTentacion, Pop Smoke, Juice WRLD, Coily Ray, and Mulatto. DLC Season 1 for the 2000s rappers would include Ice Cube, Pimp C, DMX, and Soulja Boy. That's my character roster and my DLC character roster. Let me know in the comment section below if you like it, what you would change about it, who you remove, and who you would add. And rest in peace to all the fallen rappers listed. You know I gotta add Tupac and Biggie as DLC. Yeah, I didn't forget about them. Tupac and Biggie will be DLC. Calm down. Don't comment that yet. Chill. The game will also feature a few cameos, whether or not they be in a story or in certain scenes or in the background of certain stages. It will feature Funk Flex, Mayweather, Birdman, Kevin Hart, DJ Academics, and Drewski. Oh yeah, also DC and Fly. Alright, moving on to the gameplay. The game will play very similar to Def Jam Fight for New York for the most part. I will add a feature that allows you to counter punch, kind of like in Fight Night Champion. When you weave your opponent or dodge your opponent's attacks and you counter, you get like an animation or like a little flash on the screen letting you know that you countered, and it does more damage. Takedowns and submissions will kind of be similar to UFC, and the grappling, wrestling, fighting style will kind of be more similar to the WWE series. So it's kind of like we're mixing all three games, kind of taking like certain aspects from those three games, Fight Night, UFC, and WWE, and kind of using those to polish off the Def Jam Fight for New York fighting style that was already implemented in the beginning. Using the crowd and using weapons and all that stuff like that will still be in the game. Using your environment will still be in the game and stuff like that. So yeah. The knockout, like the hard punch, all that stuff will still be in the game. It will play very similar to Def Jam Fight for New York. There will be different fighting styles in the game. All the previous fighting styles from Def Jam Fight for New York will be present with an extra few, and each fighting style will have a teacher, or each type of fighting style will have a teacher. So the brawling fighting style, like most of the military or street fighting styles, will be taught by Mike Tyson. Capoeira fighting style will be taught by Chris Brown. You know, kind of like the Eddie fighting style, the little dancing, break dancing type of fighting style. Yeah, that will be taught by Chris Brown. Boxing will be taught by Mayweather. Karate will be taught by Michael J. White. And kickboxing and submission and all that will be taught by John Jones. That's how the gameplay will go for me. Let me know in the comment section below how you would do the gameplay. I'm very curious to hear it. Next up, I'm going to be going over a couple cool ideas and features that will be added to the game. I'm not really going to go super in depth with them for the most part. Most of them are self-explanatory. So here we are. Character creation will be very similar to Saints Row. The Saints Row series going super in depth. People going on there being able to make superheroes and even real life people. So you can actually model your character after your favorite rapper that's not in the game. After completing the story mode, you will get an Easter egg in which you can continue the story, and you'll have to go to O Block and take over that turf, and you'll have to go against the final boss, King Von. Yeah, I know. Y'all thought I forgot about him, didn't you? Nah. There will be a new added rapper every week to 2 weeks. Def Jam Fight for New York actually had 67 playable characters. Think about that. And there will be original rappers and characters inside the story as well. All clothing brands will have new school versions and old school versions. For example, the 2000s, the big clothes, you will have big jeans, and the new version of the clothes, like the skinny jeans and stuff like that, will be in the game, like the Cuban links and all that stuff like that. In this Def Jam Generations, the jeweler will be Icebox, and the other jeweler will be Johnny Dame. You can choose between either one. I don't really have a barber or like a clothing guy, so you can just pick a random rapper like Roddy Ricch or Gunna to be like the clothing guy or whatever. The game will feature a 2000s playable menu and a 2010s menu. So basically, kind of like Madden, when you choose your favorite character, it gives you like a menu screen, like the basically home screen based on your favorite team. So yeah, we're gonna do that, but basically we're gonna do like the 2010s version of it and the 2000s version of it. If you complete the story mode on the hard difficulty, you will be able to unlock many of the main characters from the old roster, like Fat Joe, Snoop Dogg, and Exhibit and stuff like that. In this game, you will also be able to create your own finisher, kind of like the WWE series, like WWE 2K14, where you're able to create your own finisher by linking together many different animations and playing them all together. So yeah, you will have base finishers like all the old finishers from the Def Jam Fight for New York series, plus a few added ones, and you will be able to create your own custom finisher. And last but not least, probably the coolest one I thought of, you will be able to make your own group online or join existing groups like 4PF and 4K Trey and Slaughter Gang and stuff like that, kind of like the factions from Mortal Kombat X. If you decide to make your own crew, you will earn rewards and stuff like that. Each crew or group will earn their own rewards, and if you create your own group, you'll have to keep fighting and add people to your team online, like other real life online players will have to be a part of your squad. Whenever one of you guys win fights or team fights or single fights or whatever you guys do online, everything you do online contributes to your group, and you will be able to unlock things like custom merch for your group and custom chains for your group, and you'll be able to equip these things and go online and stuff like that. There will be like a hub world where you can walk around and see other rappers and other groups and look at other people's merch and show off your stuff. And you will be able to challenge other people's and other crews to 1v1s and 2v2s and stuff like that. So yeah, let me know in the comment section below what features you would add, or do you like my features? Just let me know. Alright, last but not least, the soundtrack. And the soundtrack, I'm gonna keep it short and simple. It will feature 2 of the best songs from each rapper inside of the game, whether they're playable or not. So yeah, that's my version of Def Jam Generations. This is Waffles here with reviving the series, and this is how I will revive the Def Jam series. Let me know in the comment section below what you think of my game, how you would make it, how you would tweak it, and let me know in the comment section below what you would give my game out of 5 stars. I personally give it a 4.5. It could be extra things I could add and stuff like that. I could have went a little bit more in depth. But yeah, I give it a 4.5 out of 5. Let me know in the comment section below what you would give it. It's Waffles, and I'm out. Peace!